Jeffrey's weird. He's a male, but he hates men. He's what we call a white knight. That's when a guy who's so desperate for pretends like he's trying to protect a woman just because that's the only way he thinks that she might be able to like him. And so Jeffrey throws random fake statistics at you. But what about the wage gap? Women earn only 77. Shut the f up, Jeffrey. We know that's not true. Men like Jeffrey do nothing but harm towards our ability to join the masculine and the feminine energy. Adonis. Adonis is a masculine man. He sees the value of having a woman who compliments him. He's present and so grateful for his loving relationship, and he wants all of us to experience that. He sees the level of stress and insecurity in modern relationships, and it saddens him. This could be one of the best things in our lives. Put yourselves in the shoes of a man who's being abused. Now, you wouldn't even consider it abuse, but sometimes the girl that you're dating just gets a little bit too angry. And you know, the lads just say, oh, she's a feisty one, her. But they don't really see the damage that she can cause. And of course, you don't want to be seen like a pussy, so you don't want to tell anyone that she's hurting you. And when an argument starts out of nowhere, like you're sure you didn't really do anything wrong, and she gets aggressive and in your face, she can hit pretty hard. At that moment when you feel like you're completely done and you want help and you call the police, did you know that you are more likely to get arrested than she is? And that's a fact. Men who are victims of domestic abuse who call the police on their partner are more likely to get arrested themselves when they are the victim. Even though those videos are cringy, you can go onto YouTube and search for like domestic abuse pranks, and you see the difference between everyone's reaction when a guy is hurting his girlfriend and on a different scenario when the girl is hurting her boyfriend. When you see it when the girl is hurting her boyfriend and she's slapping and punching him in public, it's like they're actors, but you know, it seemed kind of real. She's like punching him. You literally see the faces of everyone smiling and laughing and pointing and recording. He's getting abused. He's a man, everyone. He's getting hurt by his woman. And you know what's interesting? If you objectively take what I've said in this video so far, I haven't said anything sexist, aggressive, hostile. I haven't brought women down in any case. If you go through the comment, there'll be tens, if not hundreds of comments after this video pops off a little bit of guys saying, oh, look, this guy's an incel. He's sexist. He's red pill. He thinks he's an alpha male. In the modern world, if you bring up an issue which men face, you are automatically sexist. You are automatically misogynist. How do you reply to that? Do you know, for so long I would reply back and be like, no, look, here's the stats, and I'm you know, and all this bullshit. Then sometimes I'd be like aggressive towards it. You know, one of the things that Red Pill really did teach me was frame. And I still remember this one moment so well. About a year and a half ago, there was a girl that I was somewhat seeing and we used to hook up. And I literally remember being sat in the back of the car and it was on this topic of about like men's rights or something. And she reacted in the exact way that I thought she would, where she was like, oh, like, are you one of those sexist misogynists? I remember just thinking to my mind, like, feeling done with being labeled like that. So I promise you that this is the truth. I literally just looked at her and just said, yes. Within minutes, we're having sex. This isn't me to, oh, boy, I have sex. This is really like, if you know my story, you know, like, I'm not even proud of my degenerate days. But it's just to show you that so many people will label you so negatively. They'll test you and they'll insult you. The easiest way for like a modern feminist to win the argument against a man who's saying like, yes, you know, men are suffering in this one area, is for them to say, you're sexist. And straight away, if you're branded as a sexist, then you've lost the argument. Then you're like a weirdo that no one wants to associate with. But more and more people are uncovering their eyes. And one of the things I really like to see is more women actually acknowledging this. I've seen more and more in my videos about like men's issues where women are coming in and commenting like, oh my God, that's so horrible. Like, you know, men and women should join together. That's a beautiful understanding of this. We men who speak about men's issues, we're speaking about domestic abuse. We're not trying to put women in a worse position. We're just trying to raise men up so that we're not being hurt or killed, or we're not killing ourselves. It's a shame that this movement of like men's rights is so heavily criticized. This is why men don't speak up. The same people who tell men, oh, you know, be more emotional, speak up, are the people who like mock them if they do. This is why so many men are opting to just drop out of the dating market. There's movements like MGTOW, men going their own way, and incels and black pill, and they've all pretty much just taken a major step back from dating. And that's so incredibly sad. What should be like our most fulfilling venture of our lives, the majority of men aren't getting. So many men are willingly not interacting with women because of the problems that could arise. And it hurts seeing other men go about it in the most sleazy way. The Jeffrey White Knight, the guys who will come onto videos like this and be like, oh, he's an incel, he hates women. How did I give you any impression that I hate women? Look through some of my videos, you'll see that I'm literally addicted to women. I have an addiction to the love and validation and sex that I can get from women, bro. But they see any level of weakness in you, they'll point it out, because these Jeffrey White Knights believe that if they talk you and say like, no, but my lady's better than you and you know you're an incel, they're hoping that they can rescue the damsel in distress. So they're willing to put down their brothers. Scroll down right now and click on the share button underneath this video. Send the link over to a Jeffrey friend who might need it. Do hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.